Hi viewers, welcome back to Yes Look on Today's. Today we have a discussion regarding the poem Lines Written in Early Spring by William Wordsworth. The summary of the poem. The present poem is a kind of protest against what man has done to man. The speaker is experiencing joy and sorrow at the same time. He is reclining in a beautiful grove which is surrounded by beautiful nature. Though speaker enjoys the beautiful scene, he feels sad to think about the deeds of mankind. The speaker knows that nature is connected to his soul and nature guides and leads him to think about what man has made of man. While thinking about mankind, he is still enjoying an beautiful scene around him. Towards the concluding lines of the poem, the speaker looks more closely at the happy birds, plants, and other natural creatures. He is skeptical whether those creatures are really full of joy. He concludes that they are really happy. In the final stanza, the speaker says that if nature is truly full of pleasure, then he feels that he has a good reason to lament over the deeds of the man. The poem concludes with the line, "What man has made of man." Form of the poem. This is a very simple poem written in a very clear style. There are 6 stanzas of 4 lines each. So, it is known as the quatrains. The lines follow iambic meter. The rhyme scheme of the poem is AB AB. Now, the critical analysis of the poem. The poem clearly shows that the speaker's, that is the poet's, connection with the nature. The poet personifies the nature, has the ability to take decisions, and it can link the speaker's soul. He describes that nature feels pleasure too. The poet presented nature as the doer of the right thing and the man as the doer of the evil things. The hint shows that man has failed to rejecting the nature. The poet is happy and sad at the same time. He feels that he must think about the mistakes done by the man. The line which man has made of man has been used as a poetic refrain. It has been deliberately repeated to strengthen the belief that nature has done nothing wrong, but it is man who has done the mistakes. Let us try to analyze each stanza of the poem. Okay, listen. The poet sitting in a garden under a tree with a happy, pleasure, relaxing mood. At that time, he observes the surroundings. He is a nature poet, we know. So he simply observes his surroundings. On that time, he heard 1,000 blended notes. That means the mixed voices from the nature. What was the mixed voices he heard? That is the chirping of birds, animals, and the murmuring of the plants. That made him happy. On that moment, some sad thoughts or sorrow filled with his mind. At that pleasant moment, his mind filled with sad thoughts that made him unhappy. We know the nature is now very happy because of the spring season, We know the specialities of the spring season. Every flower, every plant have flowers. Each and everywhere, every nook and corner, we feel happy. We feel the variety of colors that blossoms in the plants. But now the unhappy thoughts or the sad thoughts of the poet made him unhappy. The nature around him or surrounded him is very happy in a pleasant moment, but the poet's mind filled with the sad thoughts or unhappy present mind. The poet's mind is feeling with the unhappy. The poet says there is a connection between the nature and the human soul. He is grieving for the misdoings for the man to the nature. He is lament for the misdoings or the cruelties done by the man to the nature and to the all creatures. Then he explains the beauty of the plants and flowers. The plants decorate the nature with its flowers, and each flower enjoys its breeze in the air. And he says the birds around him also in a happy mood, but the poet cannot measure the happiness of the birds around him. The birds, not only the birds, but also the budding ticks or the budding flowers also enjoys the fresh air. Now the most striking expression of the poem is man has made of man. It shows the cruelties, the jealousies, the selfishness of man to another creature. The poet closely observes every creature in nature and he admires every creature in nature. He again explains the beauty of the plants and flowers in the words of the bunch of primroses, the blue of the periwinkle, and the greenery of the nature. All the flowers enjoyed the happy, pleasant mood, pleasant atmosphere in the spring season. Again he says, the budding ticks spread everywhere for as it catch the fresh air from its surroundings. The last stanza, he explains the holy plan of the nature. That is, all the creatures of nature will live in peace and harmony with each other. But the man is the enemy of man and the enemy of all creatures in the environment. The poet laments over the cruelty of the man doing it to the mankind, not only to the mankind but to all creatures. The attitude of the man made the poet unhappy. The poem concludes with the line, what man has made of man. Now let me explain in Malayalam. വില്യം വേഴ്സ്വർത്ത് എന്ന കാൽപ്പനിക കവി എഴുതിയ ഒരു കവിതയാണ് ലൈൻസ് റിട്ടൺ ഇൻ ഏർലി സ്പ്രിംഗ്. വസന്തകാലത്തിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ പ്രത്യേകതകളും നമുക്കറിയാം. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു വസന്തകാലത്തിൽ ഒരു തോട്ടത്തിൽ, മാന്തോപ്പാവാം, അതല്ലാന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ തെങ്ങിൻ തോപ്പാവാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ഗാർഡൻ തോട്ടം, പൂന്തോട്ടം, അവിടെ ചെന്ന് ഇരുന്ന കവിക്ക് തോന്നിയ ചില ചിന്തകൾ, കവിയുടെ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടായ ചിന്തകളാണ് ഈ ലൈൻസ് റിട്ടണിനെ ഏർലി സ്പ്രിംഗ് എന്ന ഈ കവിതയിലൂടെ വിവരിക്കുന്നത്. അവിടെ ഒരു മരച്ചോട്ടിലിരിക്കുന്ന, വളരെ റിലാക്സിങ് മൂഡിലിരിക്കുന്ന കവിയുടെ മനസ്സിലേക്ക്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ കവി കേൾക്കുന്നത് വളരെ മിശ്രണങ്ങളായ ചില ശബ്ദങ്ങളാണ്. ശബ്ദം ഇമ്പമുള്ള ശബ്ദങ്ങളാണ് കേട്ടത്. അതായത് പക്ഷികളുടെ, പക്ഷിമൃഗാദികളുടെ കലപില ശബ്ദങ്ങൾ, വൃക്ഷലതാദികളുടെ മർമ്മരങ്ങൾ. അങ്ങനെ കവി ചുറ്റുമുള്ള പ്രകൃതിയുടെ മനോഹാരിതകൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ആസ്വദിച്ചിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ പെട്ടെന്ന് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ആ സന്തുഷ്ടനായ മനസ്സിലേക്ക് കുറേ ദുഃഖചിന്തകൾ കടന്നു വന്നു. അത് മനുഷ്യൻ്റെ പ്രവൃത്തിയെക്കുറിച്ചുള്ള ചിന്തകളാണ്. മനുഷ്യൻ പ്രകൃതിയോട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ക്രൂരതകൾ, സഹജീവികളോട് ചെയ്യുന്ന ക്രൂരതകൾ, അതെല്ലാം ഓർക്കുമ്പോൾ കവി വിലപിക്കുകയാണ്. കവി വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നത് പ്രകൃതിയിലെ എല്ലാ ജീവജാലങ്ങളും തമ്മിൽ ഒരു കണക്ഷനുണ്ട്. അവരുടെ ആത്മാക്കൾ, എല്ലാ ജീവജാലങ്ങളുടെയും ആത്മാക്കൾ തമ്മിലൊരു ബന്ധമുണ്ട്. സ്വർഗത്തിൽ നിന്നും ഇങ്ങോട്ട് ഭൂമിയിലേക്ക് ഈ ജീവജാലങ്ങളെ അയച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത് തന്നെ ഈ ജീവജാലങ്ങളെല്ലാം തമ്മിൽ സമാധാനത്തിലും സന്തോഷത്തിലും ഐക്യത്തിലും ജീവിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടിയാണ്. പക്ഷേ സ്വാർത്ഥനും ക്രൂരനുമായ മനുഷ്യൻ അവൻ്റെ സ്വാർത്ഥ താല്പര്യത്തിന് വേണ്ടി പ്രകൃതിയെ ചൂഷണം ചെയ്യുന്നു, പ്രകൃതിയിലെ ജീവജാലങ്ങളെ ഉപദ്രവിക്കുന്നു. ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള മനുഷ്യൻ്റെ മനോഭാവത്തെക്കുറിച്ചോർത്ത് കവി വിലപിക്കുന്നതാണ് ഈ കവിത. Now let us discuss the poetic devices which enhances the beauty of the poem. First, imagery. Imagery is the description of language which appeals to our senses. Simply we can say that the poet tries to create an image to the minds of the reader. In this poem, a lot of visual images and auditory images. For example, for visual images, in the line, birds around me hopped and played. Here the poet creates an image of birds in the minds of the reader. Examples for auditory image lies in the first stanza itself. The line, I heard 1,000 blended notes. Here we can hear the voices of birds, or chirping of birds, or the murmuring of plants. Next poetic device used in this poem is personification. Personification means, or which gives the qualities of a person to an animal, or an object, or an idea. Here the examples, it enjoys the air it breathes. It is the example for personification. The next used poetic devices in this poem is alliteration. Alliteration is the use of repeated sounds. In the line, what man has made of man? Here, man made man. The M sound was repeated. It is alliteration. Now let us go through the textual questions and answers. What does the expression I said reclined indicate in the poem. Answer: calm, relaxed and pleasant mood. Second question. Why does the poet feel sad while reclining in the grove? Because the poet thinks about the disharmony created by human towards plants, flowers and birds. How does poet associate with nature? Nature and human soul are strongly linked and such a soul exists in him. Next question. And much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. The line conveys the fact the man does all wrongdoings to his own people. What makes the poet think that every flower enjoys its existence? The unity in diversity of flowers make the poet think that every flower enjoys the existence. What is nature's holy plan? How does man work against it? Every living being in nature should coexistence. Man breaks the holy plan by creating troubles against his own kind and devastating nature.